What's up, guys? Welcome back to the live stream for Lights On Season 3, brought to you by Gloving.com, home of the International Gloving League, sponsored by our good friends here at Beverages. I'm Skittles.
And I'm Wheat.
What are we talking about today?
Well, you know, we just had the top 32 go on, so we're going to go ahead, visit some of those videos, highlight some of those matches, and we're also going to reveal to you guys who's advancing to the top 16. They'll come later in the stream. And that's pretty much covers it for today. We have some more info from you. I just want to mention, please, guys, follow us out on social media. Camera guy, go ahead and throw those in. We do have Facebook, a Facebook group, and an Instagram page. You can follow all of them there. And I think they're done hearing me do these shout outs.
Yeah, and definitely follow those because we have some very exciting news coming up in just 3 days. Maybe I should just jump into that. So Season 4, I actually teased that to you guys a couple weeks ago. Well, Season 4 registrations are actually opening up this Friday. I believe that's the 16th. So keep your eyes peeled for that. But some super exciting details for Season 4. We're actually giving away a bunch of Lost Lands 2018 tickets for anyone who turns in their entry early. So we have some early bird special deadlines. Camera guy, if you can actually throw up these dates on the screen. So here you guys see all these different early bird deadline dates. If you guys actually get your entries in earlier, you have a higher chance of scoring one of the free tickets that we're gonna give out to the Ultimate Festival for Glovers for this year. So, for example, if you turn it in by the first deadline, you have chances to win for all the other deadlines. But if you decide to only turn it in on the last one, then you only have that one chance. Anyways, that's enough of that. More details on that later. Really quickly as well, we actually are having another boss this coming Saturday, and that's going to be happening in Colorado. So super excited for that. In-person competitions are back, and just make sure you get in on the action because you can increase your rankings. With that said, rankings have also been updated as of a couple days ago. So yeah, that contains Arizona Boss, which was run by Anthony Knight and was won by Ruel Smith. So Ruel was actually an unranked Glover, had never competed in the IGL, and is now ranked 51 after his victory in Arizona Boss. So congratulations. But yeah, definitely jump in on that action when you guys can. And the final announcement before we get into the fun stuff is we're only 2 months away from Thursday Night Lights in Las Vegas at the Esports Arena inside of the Luxor Hotel and Casino. So the entire IGL team is gonna be there. We're gonna be partying it up, having a good time, and I think you guys should all come and join us so that you can meet your friends over there, have those in-person trades, which are super important, have those team tryouts that you guys have been wanting to have with your friends from across the nation. And let's just build some memories and have some good times. But that's enough of me talking. I'm gonna hand it over to Wheat over here.
Well, hey, like I said, we just got done with top 32. All the scores are in. We know the results. We'll tell you later. We want to shout out some of these matches. So first up, all the way from the Novice Bracket N2, we got Yomi versus Edward. Let's go ahead. We're gonna throw up Yomi's video first. So yeah, here we have Yomi all the way from Vallejo, California. He honestly has some really, really good musicality. I'm personally a really big fan of this show and how he went to the song. Also had some very clean wave tuts. You can see them here. He starts to go through them all. This bit just could use a little bit cleaning up, but overall, he still had an amazing show. A little bit of practice, but overall, he's going to do great.
Awesome. And then next, he went up against Edward, who is all the way from the Philippines. Shout out to you guys and all the international Glovers out there. I mean, all these guys are coming in hot, but Edward here is coming in with some really awesome concepts. Definitely a lot of tech and dials and digits, as you can see, but you know, it's really, really just awesome to see these guys coming up and just become so good from all the way across the globe there. One thing I do notice is that he goes a little bit fast, so I'd like to see him slow it down so I can appreciate the concepts more. But shall we move on?
Yeah, we do have one more match from the Novice Bracket, all the way in N4. This is Captain G versus Peeps. So let's go ahead, camera guy, we'll roll that. So up first here, we do have Captain G. Right off the bat, he also has great concepts as well. Really, really creative show. He does have his variety of tech, you know, he hits some digits, he hits some clusters, he hits some wave tuts. But honestly, the only other notes I have for him just goes towards, you know, recording setup. It is a little dark, he has a little bit, you can tell his camera is a little far back on his desk or whatever's kind of leaking in through the bottom of the frame there. But overall, really sick show.
And he went up against Peeps, who is from San Francisco, California. Let's pull this one up here. Yeah, and I really, really enjoyed Peeps' video. First off, I thought he had great speed control. You know, the song does move at a more slower / medium pace, and he's able to go with that so that I can see all the concepts and intricacies within the show. A little bit repetitive, to be honest, in terms of the concepts and digits he uses, but you know, I did enjoy that he mixed in a little bit of the whips and the trails here, which was really awesome. But overall, super solid shows there from those guys. And now we're gonna move on to the challenger brackets with the matchup of Boddie versus Creepa first up. You wanna talk about that one?
Yeah, so this bracket is, or this matchup's all the way from the C2 bracket. Up first, we do have Boddie. Let's go ahead and roll that. Boddie over from North Hills, California. And honestly, killed the track. Really good musicality, good showmanship. I loved it overall. You can see it here. He does have this really sick whip sequence, which goes into the tut sequence. Again, a little bit dark in terms of the lighting.
I actually like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it. I like the silhouette effect, and I'm able to see his fingers, so I thought it was cool.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's always subjective, so it's good to know that it's hitting points for some people out there.
Awesome.
Up next, we do have Creepa from Spokane, Washington. So let's go ahead and roll that.
Let's roll that, and here Creepa is using that hot new concept that everyone's doing, you know, for the past few months, all those clusters. Definitely really cool if you're able to tastefully sprinkle it into your show, and I believe he did just that. Definitely very creative tech as well. Not stiff like a lot of guys that I see, and love the whips and the trails that he does here at the drop of that song. Obviously great musicality, but yeah.
Yeah, and then my personal favorite matchup that came out of the challenger brackets, all the way in C3, we do have Trump versus Dynamics. Let's go ahead, we'll load up Trump first, all the way from Bloomington, Minnesota. And honestly, I really love his slow tech he did at the drop. I think it was really, really creative. His whole show was just a non-stop display of creative tech. Had great pacing, had great speed control, and actually went back into the forums, and when trying to find his name in there, found out that there's 6 to 7 people who all said if they could battle any person, they want to battle Trump.
Wow. Coming up hot. Yeah, popular guy for the amount of time he's been gloving, but he went up against Dynamics, all the way from Aloha Nation. Dynamics is part of I Am Infinite Movement, and you know, like I said before, you can only expect great things from these guys. Obviously, tech / platforming based. Definitely very clean, very precise use of the grid. Obviously, there's a constant flow. There's no shortage of concepts that he's throwing out here, which is awesome. Did move a little fast for my taste, but overall, solid show.
Yeah, just a little fast, could have a little bit more speed control there. But hey, you know, overall, great show. He scored very well. Up next, we do have the pro bracket. It's all we have left. This first matchup, actually a little bit of a local matchup. Papa Burgundy versus Cushman. Let's go ahead and load up Papa Burgundy's first.
Both of these guys are from Southern California.
Oh yeah, Papa Burgundy from Chino, Cushman from Upland. That is driving distance between each other. But honestly, Papa Burgundy's video just kicked ass. You know, really sick glove set, perfect blend of just tech, flow. You know, look at this musicality that he hits here. It was just an extremely creative show, and I was a huge fan of this one.
Well, he's part of AO. I would expect creative and originality to come flowing out of there.
Oh yeah.
But, you know, he was up against Cushman, who is from Upland, California, local to here. And really loved just his whole setup in this video. Great lighting across the board, able to see him, but also his glove set and his moves. Definitely gave me older vibes to this show. You know, uses a lot more space, I would say, than most glovers, and a lot of concepts that you don't typically see amongst the new generation, which was really, really refreshing. Tutting was also great with all the trails and all that, but overall, very, very solid show with all the tech and everything else he sprinkled in there.
Yeah. Speaking of tutting, we have our last matchup, which I chose specifically because these two guys are just completely opposites in terms of their style. We have Mr. Freckles from Hawaii versus Blunt from San Diego. Camera guy, let's roll that. And as you can see here, Mr. Freckles has a really, really interesting tutting sequence for the start of his show. I personally loved it. I think it destroyed at the drop. It was really, really sick. And his use of space also varied. Once his tutting sequence was done, he starts moving closer to the camera, throwing some moves there, staying a little bit further back for his king tuts here, and still was able to mix in the tech and trails. But we'll have to see if the first half of the tuts, or that tut sequence, is going to pay off for him.
Yeah, we'll see, because he went up against Blunt from San Diego, California, who has a very different style than that. You know, Blunt relies a lot more on slow, methodical tech. You know, overall though, Blunt is definitely a veteran in this game. He has great speed control, great musicality when it comes down to it. I do wish there was a little bit more presence and personality in the show, just because I know Blunt personally. I know, you know, his personality could be thrown into there. But again, it was pretty solid show over time, or pretty solid show overall. And yeah, that's the pro bracket for you. So.
Yeah, that pro bracket is an absolute monster of a bracket. You guys are gonna just be blown away by the top 16. And just a message to all the competitors out there, to everyone who's been submitting for top 32. Normally, I like to take this time to, you know, discuss the rules, talk to you guys, have a little one-on-one. But this time, pretty much everyone did what they're supposed to. Everyone got it in on time, very few people missing. So honestly, kudos to you guys, love you all.
Yeah, and now is no time in the competition to break any rules. You guys are deep into, or some of you are going to be deep into the top 16.
Yep.
So there's a lot more at stake going on. But anyways, won't go any more on about that. I think it's time that we show them who made it into the top 16 across all 9 brackets of Lights On Season 3.
Oh yeah, I think we should probably start off with the novice brackets, starting from N1 and N2. Boom. There you guys go.
Congratulations. I see Potts, you're still in there. We shouted Potts out, I believe, a few weeks back.
We did.
So congratulations there. And we have a ranked Glover in there.
Yeah, Fuego.
There you go.
We got Bones. Believe he's another SoCal Glover. He's very good. And then we also have the N2 bracket. We have Magic Mountain versus Growls there, and a few more ranked Glovers. Oxygen, Panders 1, Yo. Wow, there's actually a lot of ranked Glovers in this one.
Absolutely. And if we're moving too fast through these, feel free to go to gloving.com after. All of these matchups will be posted on there. Let's move on to N3.
Well, there you guys go. We have Lights, only one ranked Glover in this novice bracket as well. We have some other people in there. E10, believed we shouted him out the other week.
We did.
Mothy took it over Monarch. So now we have Mothy versus Tulip. And honestly, shout outs to all of you guys. You guys are making it pretty far. We have N4 as well. We have Lake Forest from Lake Forest, California.
Yeah.
We shouted him out.
Oh, we have Nesmorize, I think that's how you pronounce it, who actually competed in a boss, I believe it was Arizona.
Yes.
And did really well there. So continuing to make waves now in the online competition scene, which is awesome. But yeah, let's move on to the final N5 bracket for the novice brackets. And yeah, we got Void Dreamer. Shout out to the international glovers all the way from Vietnam in there.
There you go. To size mix, you do have no competitor, so make sure, please just film anyways. Your video does still get scored and contributes to your IGL rank. So make sure to film and submit. We do need a video from you. And then also congratulations to Mango. Mango is one of the only ranked glovers in there, and he's doing pretty well this season so far.
Awesome.
But it looks like we do have the challenger bracket next.
Yep, let's pull up C1. There you go. Thank you, camera guy. And C1, we got quite a bit of ranked glovers in here.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, yeah, the challenger brackets are definitely pack quite a bit of heat. So definitely know what you're kind of doing or be up for the challenge if you guys decide to hop into the challenger brackets in any of our future competitions. But yeah, I see Zombeats in here. I see Unsung. I see E.T., Garth Vader, Roku. I mean, a lot of familiar names. I'm so glad you guys are actually coming back to compete in even more seasons.
Yeah, it's honestly really sick. Glad you guys are having fun and enjoying this. We'll go ahead and throw up C2. And there you guys go. You have one of our previous winners, Pretzel. He's up against Min. We have Maggie versus Creepa. What else? Mittens versus Abstract. That is actually a pretty crazy matchup.
That's an IM versus AO matchup. So
Oh, yeah.
that should be really, really exciting.
Yep. And then we have River. I believe we shouted her out.
Yes, we did. And then we also have K-Tune, who is now ranked 55, you know, after winning the Arizona Boss, or not winning, sorry. He got winning second place in the Arizona Boss not too long ago. And then we have Vulcan making a return again. So honestly, really great stuff. Let's move on to C3. And in C3, we have Alien.
Oh, I don't know if it's A anymore. It does look like he's a normal alien now. We also have Waterboy versus Turban. Shoutouts to Turban. I just want to say he has one of the best recording setups I've ever seen in his room. Looks amazing. We have Hypno versus Tweety. We have Gremlin and Shaman. And then all the way at the bottom there, Tofu versus Dynamics.
Both unranked, but both monster glovers. And I can only imagine that they're going to be ranked pretty high after the season's over. Unfortunately, only one of them can move on, but really great stuff there. And yeah, I think we should move on to the last bracket that we have left.
The pro bracket? Yeah, let's go ahead and move there. Throw it up in 3, 2, 1. Boom, there you guys go. And wow, these results are crazy. We have Jet versus Cushman, Jest versus Pilgrim. Jest has scored a 32 and a 33 so far, which is just crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, he's scoring unbelievably high.
Yeah.
You know, you got Teddy versus Taint coming up. Mumbles and Vajana. That's going to be a sick matchup. And then, Materia, Thrillum. Thrillum got a shout out from Vex. One of our judges for this pro bracket said he absolutely went off this round.
That's coming from Vex. Very legendary guy in the scene.
Yeah, so shout outs there. And yeah, congratulations to everyone. Your guys' due date for the next round is going to be Sunday, the 18th by 11:59 p.m. PST. And I always have to say it, don't be late. But
Camera guy, can you just put that one more time? Just put don't be late, and let's stare at that really nicely for like 10 seconds. All right, I'm just kidding. We don't gotta stare at it for 10 seconds. But anyways, I think that's pretty much it. We're gonna cap off the show here. Once again, thank you to all the judges who took their time and effort to get things done on time, because if they didn't, we wouldn't be sitting here giving you guys the results and all the fun stuff that's happening on for season 3. And also, don't forget to also follow us on our social media accounts. We will be announcing season 4 along with giveaway details so that everyone can get their chance at going to Lost Lands and hanging out with us and trading shows with each other in person and partying and all that cool stuff. And anything else?
honestly, just thank you all. You guys are killing it. This is a really awesome season, and we'll catch you guys soon.